How have you been? I am Jemie. Welcome to my channel. This is a place where we talk about personal growth, personal development. We speak things that are going to elevate us and make us better people. And today is one of those days. We have an amazing guest. Daphne, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I
Thank you very
am so
much.
happy to see you again.
Me too. I'm so happy to be here once more.
You know, last time we had an amazing conversation and I couldn't wait to host you again.
Yes, same here.
People have been asking, who is that person? Bring her back, bring her back.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to have you.
I am so glad
Just
to be
remind people of who you are and your social media handles.
Okay. My name is Daphne Kovuru. I am a director at Lash Streets, a mother of one, and a content creator as well. My handles are Life Elevated with DK on Instagram and TikTok.
So that's before we even get to the conversation.
Yeah.
Just to break the ice, what's been on your mind lately?
What's been on my mind lately? That's actually it's a very broad question, but I think I've been thinking about the economy. The economy has been doing something. A number has been being struck, and I think it's just opening up my mind to the fact that you can't just sit with your one business or your one job. You have to expand, and find yourself in other areas. Maybe invest in businesses or widen the surface by doing more than one thing. So yeah, I'm just thinking about how I should improve and increase my skills in order to be able to take on more than one challenge, to be able to have more than one source of income.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, Daph is an amazing businesswoman. She has sweet cakes.
Thank you.
You know what I was wondering today as I was coming, you realize how these guys who do Rolex on the road, you realize how when you eat that Rolex, you never fall sick.
Well, some people have reported falling sick, but the chances are very slim. Yeah, you're right, they're slim.
But again, what makes that Rolex sweeter than when you make it at home or even in the hotel?
Yes, I've actually noticed. I've tried to make a Rolex at home, and it wasn't as good as the ones that they make on the road. I think it's experience. This man is making the Rolexes over and over and over again, and for you decided to make it once. Of course, you don't have the experience. He has learned the different ways in which, if let's say this combination adds with this combination, that you know, like when you do something over and over again, you get the expertise.
Yeah,
I think
I agree. I agree. Honestly, there's something about those Rolexes. If you haven't been to Uganda, Rolex it's not a watch, please. It's not. It's a delicacy. And you know, Daph, today, one of the things that I was thinking about is, especially in relationships and friendships, as you interact with people, there are things that they do, and it's either, now people are praised for doing certain things that should actually be bare minimum.
Yes.
That is something that is the standard.
Yes.
Let me just give an example. Like, you've seen where you're like in a school meeting, and then they're like, where are the fathers that made it for the meeting? It's a school meeting.
Yes.
Each child there actually has a mother and a father.
Yes.
And then, fathers, thank you for coming. And actually a handful.
Yes.
And you know, it keeps me wondering, like, for a father going for their child's PTA meeting at school, is that something exceptional?
I think it has been like that for some time, where they believe that the man is out there making the bread, and so he doesn't have the time to come in and do these other things that people think are just for the women, right? So I think that's why they get the trophy for appearance, because how could you find your time in the office that you had to do, and how did you make the time to actually show up? I think they just it's just a thing of realizing that, let's say, most men are the breadwinners, so for them to make the time is what they are awarding, in my opinion.
And you know, I keep thinking that's something you should do.
Yes,
you are making money. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, thank you for taking care of your families. Thank you for taking care of us. But you know, those are the small things that mean a lot to the children. They are happy you're paying the school fees, but they're happier that you're at the school.
Yes.
It's interesting that somehow kids think school fees will be there, but the moment, even let's say it's the sports day and they see you in the crowd, they are so excited. So I think, I don't know, but like you explain it, it really makes a lot of sense, especially in today's society. But that is bare minimum, gentlemen.
Yes.
Going to your children's school is not something that we should all be clapping. Thank you guys for coming. You're exceptional fathers.
Yeah.
Of course you are, because you are among the many that won't show up. But for those that are not showing up, guys, it's bare minimum, I think, for you to show up at your child's school.
In as much as men are breadwinners, even the women right now are breadwinners. And it's funny how they will expect that the mother will be there, but they don't put into account that even the mother has an office job.
Exactly.
She's gone and she's asked her boss, please, I am requesting on this day, give me leave. I have to go to my child's school. So I believe that even men can do that. However, because they fall back on the fact that women are the ones who are doing it, they're like, you know, I don't have to do it. But it's supposed to go two-way. Yeah. If you're telling me that I can get out of my office to go and attend my child's PTA meeting, then so can you as a gentleman. It's bare minimum.
Honestly.
Another thing that I find to be bare minimum is how women and men treat each other in relationships. Like, for example, a man can feel like because he has provided for you, let's say there's food in the home, there is electricity, water, rent is paid, that he doesn't have to actually be there for you physically, emotionally, psychologically. He's like, but now what do you want from me? I have paid the bills. You are eating. You have a roof over your head. So why do you want emotional connection? But that's bare minimum, in my opinion.
Honestly.
The materialistic things are just bare minimum. We women also need the psychological, emotional, and mental support.
I feel you and I hear you, because that's what is building the relationship. And you see, we've had men complain when you grow up, the kids are all looking for mommy. You know, when they come back home, they are now adults. It's mommy that they are, you know, talking to, whispering to, and yet you're the one that worked hard, made the money, educated them. It's really, I can imagine. I honestly can't feel it as deeply as the men do, but I can imagine how maybe lonely or frustrating that can feel. But again, it's because this time mommy is building the relationship and you're focusing on making the money. I think we can still make time. We can strike a balance. Because there's how God made us as human beings. We have so much potential to do so many things. So I think as the gentlemen do the amazing things of providing for their families, connection has to happen. Because that's what builds that relationship with your wife, with your children, with your in-laws, with your siblings, with your relatives. It's that connection, and that's the connection that people value. You see how we, like, you spend money on someone and something small happens and it's like they forgot all the help that you gave them. And you hear people complain, you know, I did ABCD for this person. Somehow it's hard for you to remember all this money that people spent, but you can remember how they made you feel. You have those memories of the times you spent with this person, of when you went here, when you did this. But how much they spent on you? Do you remember how much somebody spent when they bought you a drink last weekend?
No. It's very hard for you to remember. And I think even like the men kind of take it out on the family of like, you guys don't understand that I've toiled for you, I work hard for you, I do this for you. Yet at the same time, when you really think about what human beings really want, is that emotional connection you're talking about.
That's correct.
Is the presence of the person. So if you've come from your office and you've spent the whole day and then you now come home, you can't even pay your wife a minute of saying that, you know, how was your day? Just sitting down to ask, because I don't think it takes a lot from you to sit and have a conversation with your wife or your kids and be like, guys, how was your day? As tired as you are, you can connect, check in and be like, was your day good? What did you guys do? You know, because as women, for us, we are expected, even if you come from your 9 to 5, when you come home, you're expected to attend to your child, find out how her day was, make sure she's emotionally charged, like make sure that she's doing well, right? So you find that the men are having this thing of, how can they not appreciate me? Or they're finding it difficult that they are not connecting with their children. But it's on them, honestly speaking, it's on them, because you can't tell me that you don't have the time to just have a simple conversation with the people that you are striving, that you're working hard for.
Honestly. And that also reminds me of, you know, men who are hands-on, especially when it comes to parenting, dealing with babies, toddlers.
Yes.
There are men who are hands-on. They are changing diapers. The child is waking up in the night. It's daddy that's waking up and giving them bottle. And, you know, is that something to celebrate? Is that something that men should be doing?
I honestly feel, that a child belongs to both man and woman. I don't think that a child belongs, like, responsibilities of certain things should just be for the woman. I believe that if a man is waking up in the middle of the night to also help change the diapers, well, congratulations, it's also your child.
Yes.
You know, it's also your child. I don't think we should give men medals because they woke up to also help feeding the baby. It reminds me of this conversation we were having about the 50-50, splitting 50-50 bills. And we're talking about how it can never be 50-50 because even just the mere fact that you helped to birth this child, I don't think the man was there when you were, I don't think you carried the womb 50-50. Right?
Somehow, Daph. Okay, not 50.
Exactly.
The emotion involvement.
Yes.
That, you know.
Now, that's what I'm trying to say. I feel that even when the baby comes, the man should not say, no, this, now the baby, the changing of the diapers should not be my job.
Yes,
like you said, for the good men out there, they are emotionally helpful when you're pregnant. They also carry the pregnancy through being there for you psychologically, mentally, But then you will find that there are these men who, it's your responsibility. You gave birth, so why are you waking me up to help with the diapers? You might have to go to work at 6 a.m. in the morning. So why are you waking me up? No, I believe that it should continue in that you are sharing responsibilities. I think that's where a good 50-50 makes sense when you see that you and your partner are sharing responsibilities for everything. But saying that you want to split 50-50, in bills, and then when it comes to chores, you now say, I don't do chores. But what do you mean? We're doing 50-50 everything. Let's do 50-50 everything.
I think it's important for us, honestly, to support each other.
Yes, I agree.
And well, there are roles that are feminine, there are roles that are masculine. And also you find your partner is good in certain roles. But I mean, we are family. It's not like we are some sort of competition, you know, who is doing more, who is doing less. We are family. And when you do things with love, you're not even looking at this man roles. That is, you know, I can't be the baby is crying, you know. You're not looking at things like that because you're looking at this baby as your baby.
Yes, as one unit.
Exactly.
You're one unit.
Exactly. And honestly, for the guys that are hands-on dads, we appreciate you.
We do.
And for those that are yet to come up, please support your partners, support in helping with those children, support in, honestly, some things are not, maybe women do them better, but there's nothing wrong with men doing them. And it's just really bare minimum for you to be able to do certain tasks, even in the home, supporting with some of the work in the house. It's bare minimum. Some men think maybe if I do this, it's not, I don't know if they think that I'm not man enough, but honestly, your colleagues, your friends are doing nice things in their homes and they are happy. So don't just, you know, not even attempt to do the list sincerely.
And how you will know that there isn't anything that is, like you said, man enough, when these men are living alone, when they are still bachelors in their homes,
talk about it.
You will find that they will arrange how their laundry is going to be done. Either they will do it themselves or they'll get someone to do it. Their dishes, you'll find that they're the ones washing their dishes, or they have someone to do it, or the person, like, basically, before you are joined with this person was living and breathing, surviving, and making life happen for himself, right? So you know that this person has the basic skills to do all these things. How it then comes that when the woman comes, now you magically are unable to understand or wrap your head around to wrap your head around these things that you were doing before she came into your life.
You are making that rice.
You are making that rice. You are, ironing those clothes. But now the woman has come into your life, and for me, actually, I'm a very big, I love to cater to my man. Like when I am partnered, I love to do things for my man. I love to make sure his clothes are pressed. I love to cook for my man. That's just how I am.
Yes.
However, it's the thing of the man expecting that now that you are here, you become a live-in maid. You become a live-in maid without even respecting the fact that even you, where you're coming from, you also have your own responsibilities. Like, for example, you've joined with someone, but you also have a job. Both of you are working. I feel like in this day and age, most couples, both women and men, are working, right? So you find that you wake up early in the morning and you have to go to work, but then you have to come back. You find that he wants his clothes ironed, he wants the food cooked, he wants and all from you.
Yes.
All from you.
I
think
don't
that's a
eat
bit
the
unfair.
maid's food.
I don't eat the maid's food.
Wow.
But you both come from work, you know, and that's the thing. Like, I don't understand how someone can come from maybe even that's why they partner. I guess they partner because they want their
They need
woman.
the extra help.
But that's the thing. Even before you were there, they had the extra help. Either you'll find that they had a maid that was doing it for them, But I think it's more of a thing of they want the person that they're partnered with to be able to take care of them to the T. To the T. However, I feel like a man like that who wants the woman to take care of him to the T should provide the environment for her to do that. Meaning, if you want me to make sure I wash your clothes myself, iron them myself, cook your food myself, clean the house myself, then make it so that I don't have to go to work and me, I am at home doing all those things for you. You understand? Like, you provide, if you want a woman who can take care of you to that level, then make her a housewife. Tell her, you know what? You don't have to go to work anymore. Let me be your job. That's understandable. But unfortunately, in this economy, a man still wanted to go to work. He's also expecting your salary to take care of the things.
Yeah, that's true.
While at the same time expecting you to be the same person who is going to do all the other chores. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah. You know, the other thing I was thinking about is celebrating your partner. It's your man's birthday and you go all out to do something amazing for him. Does that make you exceptional, or it's something that we should be doing?
Well, it really depends. There are some people who, for them, birthdays aren't a thing. Like, it's not really a big deal that it's your birthday. So yeah, I think in a way it is a bit exceptional because not everyone grew up celebrating birthdays. Not everyone even puts as much thought into what a birthday means to another person. So I believe that if someone celebrates you, it should honestly be an honor. Like, it should be a thing of, oh, I'm so happy that my person celebrated me, because you'll find that someone will celebrate you the first time, in the first year in marriage, second year, or maybe marriage, relationship. But by the time it's like your fifth year of being with someone,
the celebration is
just a happy birthday message. If at all they remember, if at all it comes. So I believe that being celebrated, it's an honor. It should be. It's set apart.
You know, Daph, I think it's bare minimum.
You think so?
I think because this is your partner. This is not a stranger that you're living with. Make them feel special.
I agree.
Yeah, make them feel special, and it adds value to your relationship. It adds quality. It adds that closeness. At least your partner's birthday shouldn't come and go. Anniversary comes and goes. They achieve something in their life, and you know, even if maybe it is something that you could have achieved yourself, but when they do, celebrate them. Even if you don't go all out, you're not making a party, but do something special for them. And I think it's something that we should be doing, because at the end of the day, your relationship, the quality of your relationship is determined by you.
That's true.
So if it's your man's birthday, for instance, and then you think it's too much for you to do something special for him, it's a matter of time. You just keep getting apart, because these are things that bring you closer. It's like a reassurance of, you know, you're special to my life and etc. So if we keep on doing those amazing things, and again, it's not that you must go out of your way, spend so much money. It's the thought that counts more than how extra you have gone out there. So I think it's something that we need to even normalize, something that we need to even do more often, because I mean, life is so difficult, so many challenges, and these small sweet things that we do for people, they really help us to go through life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. I think the reason as to why I said it wasn't bare minimum is the fact that I never want to take away how special it is that someone has gone out of their way to do something for me. Yeah. So for me, it's not bare minimum because, first of all, in this day and age, with the way the economy is going, not that it has to be out of the way, like you said, but for someone to budget and be like, you know what, this is my special person's month, and so I'm going to put aside this money for my person. Yeah, it's not something that. Well, it would be lovely to be normalized.
Yeah,
it would honestly be lovely to be normalized. But I think the reason why I don't want to normalize it in my head is every time it happens for me, I'm always so humbled. Like, oh, thank you. You actually remembered. I never want to take away how special.
Yeah.
Because what I feel like for each time that someone decides to do something special for you on your birthday, they have put so much thought into it. And for me, to put so much thought into celebrating me, for me, would never be bare minimum. It would be that this person, actually, that is an indicator that someone still cares about you.
Yeah.
It's a very big indicator that someone still cares about you, and it shouldn't be taken lightly of, it's my birthday anyway, you're supposed to do something, you know.
That entitlement.
Yeah, the entitlement. I think that's why it's not bare minimum for me, because I don't want to be entitled to someone doing something special.
Yeah, I get you. I actually even get where you're coming from. You're on the receiving end. Yeah, honestly, on the receiving end, that is special. On the giving end,
please let's do even a bouquet of flowers.
By the way, like, I'll keep reminding you, the quality of your life, you decide it.
Yes.
If you want to be in a bad relationship, you decide.
Yeah.
If you want to be in a good relationship, you decide and you work on it. So I feel like people think, and I think it creates some form of entitlement. People think because, let's say, we are in a relationship, you should be doing this for me. You should be doing that for me. You should provide for me. You should do this. There's a lot of entitlement around relationship these days. And I'm thinking, but what are you doing? Are you just there being loved? That person that you expect to do ABCD for you, are you reciprocating it really? Or you are, for you, you're just there to look beautiful and be sweet and be nice, and that's it.
Yes.
And then the guy has to be head over heels. I think it's an area that we really need to do better. I mean, you determine. People are enjoying, people are having fun. So as you are there thinking, he must bring me flowers, how are you treating him?
Yeah, and people don't want to talk about this topic because it's so sensitive, and especially now the fact that the sentence "what do you bring to the table" is really making women so angry. But I think it's not even about the qualities that you're bringing. Simayinti, for you have this, or you have that, or you have this. I think what the men really want to know is, as I'm caring for you, are you going to care for me too? Okay, of course there's those men, those very interesting men in that special breed who actually want to know if you have a good job, if you have a car, if you have money, if you have this. But then I think when a good man asks, what do you bring to the table? I think it's because he knows how much he's going to invest in taking care of you. And he just wants to know if you're going to reciprocate. I think it's the reciprocation that the good men ask about when they ask about what you bring to the table. Because if you are with a man and he is spiritually leading you, he is being there for you psychologically, mentally, financially, physically, emotionally, and this is the kind of good man that you have. Sincerely speaking, it's only right that even you as a woman who is receiving such a glorious kind of reception, that you also pour into this man, that you also pour into him and make him feel like his effort is worth it.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. And I'm glad, Daphne, that you say that, because I think women don't even see the table. They even see it.
Don't see that table.
Because it's like the table is just visible to the man and he's doing ABCD. Do you see that table? We need to do better. We need to do better. We need to reciprocate. We need to support these men. We need to pour into our relationships. We need to, even friendships. Friendships are dying.
Yes.
Friendships are dying because somehow we think, I don't know, it's like now as I've grown older, I've come to learn that actually you work on friendships. It's not that because I know you, then we are friends. And then when we meet, we are friends. You actually work on them. Otherwise, you're going to meet your friends years later and you no longer have things to talk about. You no longer have conversations. So we need to work on the things that need to grow. We need to pour to make sure that we water those plants that we want to grow. We need to make sure that we nurture. We nurture those relationships, guys. We nurture those friendships. Let's not just do the minimum, of existing, of, I am not quarreling. I am in the home. I am cooking the food. I am doing this. That's not enough. You have to know your person. You have to know what it is that makes them happy and get out of your way and do something amazing for them. And personalize it. There's no manual that, if you want to make a man happy, do this. If you want to make a woman happy, do this. You have to know your person, what makes person happy. And then do that. And there's no way you're going to know if you're not even having quality time. If you're not even hanging out, if you're not spending time together and getting to know each other, you're going to end up doing something for Daphne that actually doesn't really matter to her.
And that's the importance of knowing what your partner values in a relationship, because for you may think, me, when I cook for my man, he's sorted. The same way a man can think that when he provides for you, you're sorted, but actually you find like maybe your man likes a scalp massage at the end of the day, and the cooking for him, not a big deal. Like, he has eaten, it's okay, he has eaten. Or maybe he's the kind of person who wants to just sit with you by the couch and watch TV. But for you just think, oh, I've cooked the food, I've ironed the clothes, that's okay. So it's important to know what your partner values in the relationship and vice versa.
And that reminds me of the 5 love languages. Have you read about them?
Yes, I have.
And people keep wondering, how do I know? How would you know somebody's love language?
I think it's a matter of discussing it, especially if they also know about love languages, because some men are oblivious to that. But if you can discuss it and be like, so how do you want me to show up for you? Or how do you receive love? I realize that people give love the way they receive it, instead of giving love how their partner would receive it. So for me, my love language are physical touch and quality time. But my partner's love language may be acts of service and let's say
words
gifts
of affirmation.
or words of affirmation. So as I keep pouring my physical touch and quality time, it's not getting through to him, because for him, his are acts of service and let's say gifts.
That's it.
And that's how we keep butting heads. Now for him, because the acts of service and gifts, he's also giving me how he loves to receive love, instead of us discussing how we want to each receive love and giving each other from the angle of, this is how my partner loves to be loved. We are loving people the way we want to be loved, instead of how they want to be loved.
When you say that, what it brings out is actually the way to know, also another way to know how the other person wants to be loved is how they are loving you.
Yes, it's an indicator.
How they are, if they are buying you gifts and all that, you're like, he loves gifts.
Yes,
I think that makes a lot of sense. Guys, how is your partner loving you? Maybe it's time for you to start loving them that way. That could be their love language.
Reflecting.
Reflect and actually do what it is they're doing for you. It's probably because they are expressing from what they know. So if, let's say, he's buying you gifts, he's trying to tell you he loves you. And probably for you, it is quality time. So now you know that for him, gifts is a way of him saying he loves you. So that means if you bought him gifts, he would understand that you love him.
And it would be nice if he would also reciprocate what you are showing as your love language. For him, he's saying that for you, you always make time for quality time. So he's like, I think she likes quality time. That's when you're in a healthy relationship where you can understand each other.
That makes a lot of sense. That really makes a lot of sense. Guys, I don't know. Honestly, the ball is in your court. You have to go beyond the bare minimum. We no longer want basic relationships. We are in this world for a short time. The economy is hard. The weather is bad. Money is not there. Like, everything is tough. You're dealing with people who are harsh. Everyone is in survival mode. And your partner, your family, your friend, these are the people that honestly make you remember that you are a being that is loved, that can connect. And we can't afford to just be doing bare minimum for the people that actually love us.
And most of the things that we would do to enrich our relationships are free. You're
Exactly.
free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And like, I feel like a good relationship, whether it be a good friendship or a good connection with your parents or your children, I feel like good relationships really enrich your life to a point where you feel that you're so wealthy.
Yeah, that's true.
You're
That's
so
true.
wealthy. There is so much that is going well for you. I feel like relationships are the things that we should invest in more than even our businesses. Like,
Yeah.
in a sense that if your business is doing well and at home things are not doing well, you're not going to be happy.
You're not. You're not
going
happy.
to be happy.
How even?
How? Because the business that you're working on is supposed to facilitate the quality of your life with your people.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
your business is thriving, but your relationship with your partner or your children is poor. So what is the business for? Are you going to
Yeah.
enjoy the money alone? And you can't.
You
I have
can't.
not seen one person to say that they have made so much money and they're enjoying it alone.
No, if you know any people, please let us know in the comments. Tell us. Tell us people that are enjoying the money by themselves.
Yeah.
Honestly, thank you, Daph. That is very insightful. Guys, honestly, don't give bare minimum. I'm not going to say don't accept bare minimum, but don't give it.
Yes.
Let us start. You say they say charity begins at home. Let it start with you. Choose not to give bare minimum. Go out of your way, and you see the other person reciprocating. It's just a matter of time. You'll see the other person also reciprocating.
Yes.
Thank you, Daph. It's always nice talking to you.
To
Honestly, it's always nice having conversations with you.
Thank you very much.
Please follow her on her social media handles. Make sure you subscribe. And I'm talking to you. Please subscribe to my channel and let us grow.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope this has been insightful. The conversation continues. This was just a little bit. We touched on the surface. The conversation continues. Please go and do amazing things and nurture your friendships and relationships. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.